First, determine the center line horizontally. Horizontal center line here, and strike it with a marking gauge all the way down. Then establish the margins. In this case, I wanted 1/2 inch margins top and bottom. So just hit the gauge at 1/2 inch, obviously, and strike those margins. Now, if you notice on the pattern that I've already got laid out, I have 1/4 inch increments going all the way up. So drop in 1/4 of an inch each side and strike those margins until you get, let's see, there's the 1/2 inch margins. I'm dropping in 1/4 of an inch for this space here. I have a 1/2 inch space for this arc, so I don't need to put 1/4 in the middle of that, just 1/2 inch and then 1/4. I have my center line. I go 1/4 inch on either side of it, and then of course whatever I did here I repeated on the other side. So top and bottom are exactly the same. Then at that point, determine the center so you can get a vertical center line, and in this case this side is 9 inches. So 4.5 is my center. I'm going to go ahead. Typically I will set this up with an awl, but for the purpose of this video I'll do it with a pencil so you can see it. So I strike a center line all the way through. Now I want 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. Okay, I'm dividing this up. Now I have my dividers already set at 1/4 of an inch because I also want to subdivide those into 1/4 inch spaces. So I'll just take the dividers, walk myself across this board all the way to one side, 1/4 of an inch at a time, making little points. Do them, come back in the other direction. Now, go ahead and count them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. There's my 2 inch spot. 1, 2, 8. There's my other 2 inch. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, go ahead and my 2 inch spot, 2 inch spot. Okay, now go ahead and run all of these 1/4 inch lines. Now if you're using an awl, you want to be careful not to go all the way. In other words, as you see here, I went through this arc, so I've got these striations through there. They'll sand out, of course, but depending on how deep you go with the awl, it may not. So, but for this pencil, I can definitely sand it off, so I'll just take it all the way. Just work your way across here, laying out all these lines. change it in the other direction. I can hardly see. And there you go. 1/4 of an inch all the way across. Okay. Obviously right here is the center line. Actually right here is the center line. Okay. That's where the circle will be laid out. I've already got the compass set at 5/8 of an inch for an 1 1/4 circle, so I'll go ahead and scribe that now. Right here is the center line. Okay. Now, you can see that, but it's definitely there. Highlight it with a pencil a little bit. It's there like that. Then at this point, all we have to do is there's our line, our edge right here. So we know we want to go over 1/4, up 1/4, and over 1/4. Okay? So over 1/4, down here, over 1/4, up 1/4, over 1/4. Got a little too high right there. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. That'll go away. All right. Over, up, over. And then that starts our arc. On this side, we go here, over, up, over. That starts our arc. Over, up, over. Over, up, over. Come to the next one line, 2-inch line here, the 2-inch edge. Over, up, over. Over, up, over. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces for our arc. That's going to go up to this 1/4 inch line. Where did it go? I can't even see it. Right here. There will be your arc there. An arc there. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this needs to go over, down, and over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over, down, over. Arc. There's the arc. Okay. The other side of that band, I'm going to start here. It's over, down, over. Over, down, over, over, down, over. Down, over, over, down, over, down, over. So in the middle there you've got room for two 1/4 inch spaces, and that's going to be your inside of that arc. Okay. Do that on both sides, and then you connect the middle. But looking at what I had on the other side, is this connects to the circle. This is going to go all the way across. This goes all the way across. And this is going to drop down to the 1/4 inch line above the center line, where I will put that. And it goes on down from there. Boom. 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 this other way, and 1/2 inch. I can't see it. There it is, right there. And drop down again. So that's basically how you lay out for the strap work, and then of course you come back with your gouges and make your gouge strings. I already did a video on that, so go back and refer to that one. Thanks a lot.